Hello and welcome to Castlepollard in County Westmeath. I'm in the former site of the Castlepollard Mother and Babies Home, one of roughly 18 mother and babies homes that spread across Ireland during the 20th century. How are you? Now, unfortunately, while I was visiting Castlepollard Mother and Babies Home, I was stopped by security who were asking me not to enter the building and possibly to stop recording entirely because they've had a couple of YouTubers and people visiting recently who were trying to get into the building. That wasn't part of my plan initially, and I did a bit of a sneaky recording. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to talk because the security kept appearing in the background, so I didn't want to be told to leave the grounds completely. If you do want to see the insides of the building and get a very good overview of what happened there, Jamie Rob 02, I believe his YouTube handle is, done a really long video inside the building, so he does a bit of urban exploration. Now, if I saw an open window or door, I probably would have gone in, but unfortunately that wasn't the case, and I had to do this voiceover instead. So this is a small walking tour of the Castlepollard Mother and Babies Home, and I'll give a brief history and then let the video just continue with me walking around the grounds. But the Castlepollard Mother and Babies Home is located in County Westmeath, and it was one of the many institutions that operated in Ireland during the 20th century. I think there was 18 in total. They were dotted all across the country and mainly in rural and small villages, just like Castlepollard. And it was a place for so-called fallen women or pregnant women to be placed. So fallen women usually went to the industrial laundries, and pregnant women would have been sent to the mother and babies homes as they dealt with pregnancies. And during the time there was a lot of social stigma on being pregnant and not married, so the women were either sent usually by family members, which was the really sad part. This home opened in 1934 or 1935, and it was run by the Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Mary. Women were sent there from all over Ireland, often against their will, by families, religious authorities or the state. So if priests or nuns within the village or town, they could send you as well. Many arrived often frightened, isolated and ashamed, having been told that they brought disgrace onto themselves and their families. And when they arrived, they were usually given a house name or a house number, so they weren't allowed to use their real names and talk about where they came from. So women were isolated and they wouldn't be able to make connections with the other inmates that were there. Inside Castlepollard was very harsh. The women were expected to work long hours, so they would usually be scrubbing the floors and walls and possibly work in the linen industry if there was one nearby. I'm not sure if that was the case with Castlepollard. And this would happen both before and after giving birth. Contact with the outside world was extremely limited, and many of the women were separated from their children shortly after birth, so there was sometimes they mightn't even see the child, or they'd be shown very briefly and then the child was taken away. So there was no emotional support. There was psychological and physical abuse, and obviously forced labour as well, distributed by the nuns. And one of the most troubling aspects of Castlepollard was its exceptionally high infant mortality rate. Between 1935 and 1971, hundreds of children died here. It was something in the region of over 60% infant mortality. That was what was said as well. So there was high mortality, but they believed there was a lot of children who were illegally adopted or given up for adoption as well. This was due to malnutrition, infectious diseases, to these deaths. And for many years these children were buried in unmarked graves, their lives largely forgotten by the wider world. I did try to find a graveyard here. There's supposed to be a graveyard towards the nuns, but they were some of the ladies who died and the infants, they were buried in unmarked graves, but I couldn't actually locate it on this walk. Castlepollard, like many of the other institutions, has been linked to the forced adoption system that operated in Ireland for decades. Many children were born there, were sent abroad, particularly to the United States, often without the consent of their mothers or with forced consent, so the women were forced to sign adoption papers, which they probably didn't understand. And in many cases the women were pressured or misled into signing these adoption papers, believing that it would bring back some sense of respect to their families, even though the families mightn't even question where the children had gone. This home thankfully closed in 1971, but its legacy remains hidden for decades. Survivors carried their experience in silence, while official records were incomplete or inaccessible. And this is Castlepollard Mother and Baby's Home in County Westmeath.